Yo, how's it going, everyone? This is Mitchell Mander here, and it's been a little bit since I've done a discussion video on the Pokemon Journey series for upcoming episodes. And we got 2 upcoming episodes that I want to talk about. We actually learned a little bit about episode 100 a little bit ago, but I wanted to wait a little bit until more information came out. And yeah, there's some pretty interesting tidbits for this episode. And then we learned about episode 101, which it looks like Grookey's finally going to get some development. Maybe some good, meaningful development for our little green monkey here. So yeah, let's talk about it. But before we do that, you guys know the drill. If you're new to the channel, you like this type of content, be sure to like, subscribe, and hit that notification bell. Be pretty awesome if you would do that, but let's talk about these upcoming episodes, shall we? So episode 100 of Pokemon Journeys. Man, it feels so weird to say that. But yeah, episode 100 of Pokemon Journeys, it airs on March 4th, next Friday, as of the recording of this video. And it is titled, A Full Coverage of Donde, or Leon's, Special Training. Ash was originally going to search for Pokemon in the Galar region alongside Go, but an unexpected turn of events led him to training with Leon instead. What Leon calls training is actually him playing and interacting with his Pokemon. While this surprises Ash, he also feels a strong kinship with him. Meanwhile, Go runs into Sonia, who's in the middle of searching for Pokemon on her own, and learns of a surprising side to the undefeated champion from her. So I gotta say, I am definitely looking forward to this episode. I am super excited for it, and it's something that I've wanted to see in Journeys for a long time. An episode focusing on Leon, and not just that, it's Ash and Leon training. Well, by training, they're basically interacting with Pokemon and just traveling around and doing a bunch of shenanigans. And yeah, it definitely looks like a fun and enjoyable episode, just based off of some of the magazine scans I've seen for this episode. Because on one scan, you got Leon getting lost in his Charizard car with Ash, which, by the way, that's actually pretty neat. I didn't think that Charizard car was actually going to be a thing in the series. I figured that was just a thing for the opening. So to see it in the actual series, yeah, that's kind of cool. You got them hanging out with Wooloo. They're just running around playing with Pokemon. That's awesome. You got Sonia appearing in this episode, which I'm pretty happy about that. It's been a long time since we've seen Sonia. In fact, when this episode airs, it had been over 50 episodes since we've last seen Sonia. So that's cool, and it's Go and Sonia hanging out too. Probably going to be more of a minor part of the episode, but I'm hoping that maybe she mentions Hop or something like that, or maybe his childhood and them growing up together and eventually he became a prodigy or something like that, or just learn some new information about him. I'm definitely excited to see what Sonia has to say about Leon here. Now, another thing I found to be interesting that came from these magazine scans was a scan of Infernape and Charizard facing off against one another. That's crazy. Now, I don't want to get my hopes up entirely because this could be someone else's Infernape, but if this is Ash's Infernape, that is completely awesome. Because when we last saw Infernape, it was going up against Moltres, and to be completely honest, I wasn't really 100% satisfied with Infernape in that episode. So, to possibly see Infernape again and facing off against Leon's Charizard of all freaking Pokemon, that's a pretty big step up from what he was already facing off against, because let's be honest, Leon's Charizard's got to be like level 1000. It's definitely above that Moltres in that episode. All jokes aside, I'm definitely looking forward to this. If this is indeed Ash's Infernape, I'm kind of trying to keep my expectations in check, because if this is someone else's Infernape, I'm not going to be too upset, but please let it be Ash's Infernape. I just want to see that little guy again. I just want to see him go up against Leon's Charizard. That's super hype-inducing. Alrighty, moving on to episode 101 of Pokemon Journeys. This episode airs on March 11th and is titled, The Thwackey with One Stick. We don't have a full-on summary for this episode yet, but from the magazine scan, we learned this. Go's Grookey encounters an eccentric Thwackey that lives away from its flock? Okay, so regarding this episode, I'm rather mixed. On one hand, Grookey's getting development. That's good. But has Grookey gotten really any other development since its capture episode? Not really. We had that one episode where it had to deliver an errand along with Eevee to the Sakuragi Labs. And there were some nice moments there, but I don't really count that as like major character development for Grookey. Just some nice moments here and there. So really, Grookey hasn't gotten like any development since it freaking got captured. Except be a nuisance and yeah, just be annoying. Like, I know some of you are going to disagree with me, and please don't cancel me when I say this, but yeah, I don't really like Grookey at all. And honestly, Grookey has been an absolute disappointment. I was definitely looking forward to this Pokemon debuting in the series, and yeah, it's been a total letdown in my opinion. But who knows, maybe this episode changes my mind on Grookey, kind of similar to when Sobble met Inteleon. Before that episode, I wasn't really a big fan of Sobble, as it took quite a bit of time for Sobble to actually get some development, so maybe this is the equivalent to Sobble's development for Grookey. Maybe this is the episode where Grookey becomes less annoying, maybe it wants to evolve in the future, and then we get to see Thwackey when Grookey finally evolves, and to see its personality as a Thwackey and then eventually a Rillaboom. I think it'd be pretty cool if Go actually fully evolved all of his Galar starters, because you'd have Cinderace, Inteleon, and Rillaboom. I don't know, I think it'd be pretty cool, even though Cinderace is definitely the best out of the three. But yeah, we'll see. Hopefully this episode ends up being a good one. I don't want to be totally negative here. For all we know, this ends up being a great episode. Grookey ends up getting great development, eventually evolves into Thwackey and then Rillaboom. So yeah, hopefully we get a good episode here. Last thing I want to talk about here is where this episode is going to take place at. Do you think this episode is going to take place in the Galar region? Because if so, that's 3 episodes in a row taking place in the Galar region. Because you have Ash versus Marnie taking place at Wyndon Stadium, and also they're in Spikemuth for a little bit too. Then you have episode 100, where Ash and Leon are training in the Galar region. And you have this episode with Grookey meeting Thwackey, which I'm pretty sure is going to be taking place in Galar, since that's where the Grookey line originates from, so it would make sense if this episode takes place in the Galar region. But anyways, guys, that's pretty much all I got for today's video. So I'm definitely looking forward to episode 100. I am, cautiously optimistic about episode 101, but hopefully it ends up being a good episode. But in the comment section down below, I want to hear your thoughts. What do you think of these upcoming episodes? Are you excited for these episodes? Which one are you looking most forward to? Episode 100 or 101? Post your thoughts in the comment section down below, and if you're new to the channel, be sure to like, subscribe, and hit that notification bell. And I'll see you guys later. Have a great day or night wherever you're at, and peace.